This is the Series 3 EV.
The Series 3, brand new, all electric and Chinese. But who or what, you ask, is Seres? In a nutshell, it's one of the many Chinese car manufacturers currently setting out to conquer the world. Founded in 2017, Seres is a collaboration between Dongfeng and Sokon Motors. So it's clear that there's a lot of money and large production capacity behind it. In October 2020, proud Seres managers celebrated the shipment of the first 200 Seres 3s for the European market. In the meantime, the stock in Germany is filling up and sales are starting. Time to put the car through its paces.
Let's take a closer look and start at the rear end. This is the trunk, 385 liters, which is quite normal. But what you extra have here is extra space for a spare tire, which is not normal. So, and let's take a look at the back seats, which are fully in leather, because this is the luxury version. This is, I think, enough space for 2 people, maybe 3. So now I take place on the driver's seat, which is really comfortable. First thing I see is a key which is formed like a Porsche key. So all the rest here is fine materials. We have leather applications here. We have nice surfaces. This is all made not bad. The build quality seems to me very, very high. So let's take a look under the hood, which is quite interesting at electric vehicles, because you can see this car is based on a combustion engine platform. There's too much space here for the components of an electric drive. So, but you can also have it with the combustion engine, and then it only costs 15,000 euros, which is really a competitive price. So the battery is, of course, under the bottom here, around 55 kilowatt hours capacity. And this here is the charging point, maximum of 60 kilowatts charging speed, which is not very much, but it should be enough for everyday charging. So now I will check what it is like to drive.
Let's run through the basic stats about the car. With a length of 4.38 meters, the Series 3 is one of the more compact SUVs. And at 1,765 kilograms, it's surprisingly light. It can take a payload of 300 kilograms. The top speed is limited to 155 kilometers per hour. Fuel consumption is 18 kilowatt-hour per 100 kilometers, and the theoretical range is 301 kilometers. All decent numbers.
So I'm now here on the road through Thuringia, and these are wonderful narrow roads, goes up and down and turns and curves, and great area to test the chassis of the Series 3. And I must say, it's working not bad. It's not bad. It's very comfortable, but it also has a good control. The steering gives you good feedback. And this might be, the reason might be that they put some premium European tires on it. I know these are very good tires. This could be a reason. But all the rest is working very well. I mean, it has some bugs. For example, the display shut down several times during the last 2 or 3 hours, but it resetted itself immediately. So it wasn't only a problem for some seconds or so.
In terms of safety equipment, all the usual systems such as ABS and ESP are on board. However, there is one weak point: the brakes. Not that they don't work, they're just hard to gauge.
And one big problem are the brakes. The brakes are not very good. There's no pedal feeling at all. You never know where the brakes are at the moment. The sheer braking power is good. The ABS is working good as well, but you don't feel what happens. It feels like putting your foot into a sponge or something like this. but driving pleasure is high. You see here this nice curves. Now we go in the right turn and yoo-hoo, 120 kilowatts. This is fairly enough. This is fine for this car. It's not too heavy. Now a sharp left turn and round it and on the pedal, and this car is really fun to drive.
The Series 3 could appeal to people with less cash to splash. In Germany, it's on sale for just over 27,000 euros minus subsidies. The version we tested is just under 31,000.